What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another live stream. Early birds get the worm. If you're not here, then you're going to miss out on some value that we're going to be able to get in right now on some of these apps, because we're jumping right into it. We have some value here on Dabble, which we haven't had in a little while. So looks like some early NBA value for Thursday at least. OG over 3.5 first quarter points. With today, Clark Schmidt under 6.5 strikeouts, and Naismith over 5.5 rebounds and assists. Over 5.5 rebounds and assists for Naismith. Boom. That's going to be the first slip over there. NBA x MLB. Bang. Sleeper promos early? Yeah, I seen that. I have it loaded up. We're going to go ahead and look at it. So we got first slip off there on Dabble. Halliburton under 3.5 3-pointers made. Under 3.5 threes made. The man's been hot, but we'll take it. Under 3.5 threes made. Obi Toppin, we got a couple data points. Prop builders at 13.5. Over 11.5 PRA. Randall, McConnell, Ohtani. Let's take oh, am I missing something? No, Randall. Julius Randall under 24 points and rebounds. Another all NBA slip. Hasn't been this much value on Dabble in a little while, so it's good to see. Good to see. Welcome on in if you guys are just now joining the stream. We're jumped right into it. We already got 2 slips off on Dabble. We're going to go ahead and get off another one here. Hartstein under 16.5 points, or sorry, 14.5 points and rebounds. Rudy under 16 points and rebounds. Under 16.5. SGA over 12.5 rebounds and assists. Maybe slightly negatively correlated with points and rebounds for Isaiah Hartstein, but I'm not going to trip too hard over it, to be honest with you. I'm just going to go ahead and get it in. Yeah, Dabble's popping. I skipped Ohtani for a reason, and that's because we might have enough better value if Ohtani is still here. And we have sleeper promos. So we have Jalen Williams over 23 points and assists. Ohtani over 1.5 total bases. All the promos are out early today. Randall, let's go Randall. Julius Randall under 28.5 PRA. So we're fading Randall again. Arias, 1 data point. Under 1.5 strikeouts. And then, is that 5 right there? That's 4. Let's go Hallie over 9.5 assists. Bang. There we go. Sharing this link in the chat. Bear with me half a second. We'll get it over there. Cannot clear my throat right now. Bang. All right, that better slips in the chat. My fault. Probably could have muted before I did all that. But nonetheless, we got 3 Dabble slips off, a better slip already. What else can we find? What other value can we find right Let's check the AI slip generator. Maybe we got something on PrizePicks. Yeah. Hang on. All right, I don't want to fade Julius Randle anymore. We've already faded Julius Randle multiple times this morning already. Let's see what we got here. PrizePicks slip. What up, J-Rod? We're going to check sleeper, I think, after this. After this PrizePicks slip, possibly. MQQ over Heliot Ramos. Okay, Halliburton. Hart under Durbin. Bello Peralta. All right. We played Hallie in a $10 promo slip, so I don't mind. I'll play it again here in this PrizePicks slip. Oh wait, I don't know if it was a. It might have been a dabble slip actually. I don't remember what was it. No, it wasn't this $10 promo slip. All right, yeah. So I played it again. All right, that link's in the chat. That PrizePicks link's in the chat, straight from the AI slip generator, as you guys can see here. AI slip generator, if you guys don't know what it does, is it uses the optimizers to line compare and find the best value by comparing to the sportsbooks, back to PrizePicks and these other different DFS apps, and then also tries to find the best correlation that is not going to cause payout shifts, and then builds out full slips, the most profitable slips available on the boards, and then you just simply tail them. If you did this over the long term, you just tailed every slip that you could off the AI slip generator, you're going to be profitable. As you guys can see here, it's been pretty profitable over the stretch since it was launched on 8/18 of 2023, up over 2,500 units. Track. This is every slip that comes across the AI slip generator. Now I get nobody's going to be able to play every single slip, but if you were able to play every single slip, you would certainly have quite the profits built up. Dude, stupid throat. It's coffee. I think it's the coffee making my throat a little just blah. All right, so sleeper. I promised us sleeper. We do have sleeper promos early for whatever reason. I don't really know why, but we won't argue it. Now, we don't have anything to get it in with at the moment. Yeah, I don't know. I guess there's just literally nothing as of right now on sleeper, which is wild. Maybe we gotta wait. Sorry about yesterday's afternoon stream, guys. There was something going on with my internet, and then all of a sudden it just totally cut out. I don't know. In my neighborhood, it's just been like weird and spotty over the last, I don't know, couple weeks. Like towards the afternoon time specifically. So maybe we'll hold off on sleeper promos. I'm not sure exactly what's going on there. You left without saying goodbye. It was not by choice. It was not by choice, that's for sure, guys. Did not mean to do that. Hunter Green under walks allowed on ProfitX. Gotta go Karen on the Wi-Fi company for real. Yeah, yesterday was a crappy day in general, betting and all. Brian Bayo over 4.5 strikeouts. O'Neal Cruz walks. Bayo under 220.5. Under 220.5. Sam Bennett shots on goal. No big. What we got? These same plays. Ooh, George Kirby, actually. Really like this play. George Kirby over 5.5 pitching strikeouts on Novig. Getting plus money. Only book offering plus money. Pinnacle's at minus 124 for this. Okay, so it's actually moved. We no longer are getting plus money. Plus 101 on Brian Bayo. Over 4.5 strikeouts. Look at this. Look at this. Harry Higgs, Brent Snedeker. We got some PGA. I mean, we only got one data point. But it's just kind of cool to see this popping up on the tool. Harry Higgs versus Snedeker. It's pretty sick. I'm going to throw a couple bucks on it just for fun. Plus 104 is what we're getting it at. It's minus 115 on Bovada. Or sorry, Bet Online. Why not? Why not? Sam Haggerty overruns plus 120. Hunter Green we've already played. Only a few bucks there. Landon Roop over 4.5 Ks. Landon Rupp over 4.5 Ks. Strikeouts thrown. Minus 125. Jacob Bridgman. So a bunch of PGA popping up. That's cool to see. In the versus. Ludwig Oberg versus Victor Hovland. Javi Baez to get a hit. Minus 138. Kind of like my max there. All right. Remember, if you guys haven't yet signed up for Daily Grind Fantasy and you guys want to get access to all of these plays, the best value plays across every DFS app, PrizePicks, Underdog, Better, Dabble, whatever it might be. If you haven't signed up yet, you sign up. Make sure you guys use my code DUSTINSTREAM. You guys are watching here on the stream. Use that code DUSTINSTREAM. It'll get you guys 25% off your very first month of Daily Grind Fantasy. So you get it at a discount. Definitely worth using the code. And definitely worth signing up. Find all the best plus EV plays available. Making sure we're not missing anything really here on Dabble. Underdog, let's see if there's something we can do on Underdog here. Is there anything with 3 data points? Oh my gosh, yeah. Oh, we might be able to build out here on UD. and have plenty of data points. Obi Toppin. What was this? Obi Toppin over 9.5 points and rebounds. Naismith, we have already played over rebounds and assists, but we haven't played him over points and assists, so we will take him over points and assists. OG under points and assists. Carl-Anthony Towns over 14.5 rebounds and assists. What was that? 12.5. Sorry, 12.5 rebounds and assists. We're at 4, so we can dip down a little bit. Anyways, McDavid under 1.5 player points. Connor McDavid under 1.5 player points. TJ McConnell, kind of, no. Jalen Williams over 32.5. Line changed. So Naismith bumped. Let's go McConnell then. McConnell over 10.5. All right, getting this slip into the chat. Bang, there you go. All right, that link's in the chat for that underdog slip. Remember, our average fair odds percentage that we need in an underdog 6-man is just 53.8%. So although we took a couple plays that maybe have been that were down just a little bit below 53.8, we have multiple plays up here that were well above 53.8%. So still going to be plus EV in total there. Do you have the ladders promo on UD? I think I seen something about like a free $5. I really don't know how this works, to be honest with you. If one pick stops at level 1, but the rest reach level 3, your payout is at level 1. Oh, so interesting. So, like, if we wanted to add Anthony Edwards and SGA, has to be 3. So what, if it reached the end, it'd be 25x. Wait, I really don't get how this works. But if I play $5, play 5 to win up to 125. This seems like such a scam. Play $5, get $5. Hollywood, appreciate you for the follow there. I mean, screw it. I'll play $5 and get $5. All right, so I'm running this ladder right here. I don't know. It is what it is. I just hammered the 2 best guys, and then Dante DiVincenzo. I really don't care that this looks like a huge money grab by UD. People are not going to be winning this often. That's for sure. That is for sure. Dang. Better. We have anything else popping up on Better? I know we have more promos. Nothing that I'm feeling the need to necessarily have to use another promo for. We can definitely use that for later this afternoon stream. Still nothing on Sleeper to take care of our promos over there. Nemo over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. There we go. Bang. You know what? Let's just double check Dabble real quick. Make sure nothing new really popping up over here. There's been a decent amount of value. Nothing really too much. All right. Let's maybe check Odds Jam real quick. See if there is any plus EV plays. Jackson, We did just build out a UD slip just not that long ago. It's in the chat here. I'll see if I can copy it and repaste it. Jackson, I'm sending the UD slip back in the chat. Don't know if it's what's bumped or if anything is bumped. But that's what we have so far. All right. Odds Jam. Looking for plus EV plays on major sportsbooks. If you guys have access to major sportsbooks and you don't have Odds Jam, you're missing out on tons of potential profit, right? If you have access to these books, you could be getting in so many plus EV plays, especially major sportsbooks, FanDuel, DraftKings, Hard Rock, those type of books. But you can see there is tons and tons of books. So if you guys have access to any of these, right? If you have access to any of these, OddsJam finds plus EV bets for all of these different sports books. I highly, highly suggest you guys get OddsJam. If you guys want to sign up, you guys can use my code DUSTIN35. It'll get you guys a 1-week free trial and then 35% off your first month. But Hard Rock right here, Mikal Bridges under 4.5 player rebounds, minus 140, so a little juicy, but average odds is about minus 160 across major books. Siakam over blocks, plus money, plus 105. If you have iBet, anybody has access to iBet, you can get that at plus 118, but still good at plus 105. Let's see, anything DraftKings, FanDuel right now. Corey Seager over player RBIs, plus 160. A snag of a bet right now on FanDuel. Corey Seager over player RBIs. Nick Castellanos over player RBIs on FanDuel. I've noticed that FanDuel has a ton of plus EV bets on player RBIs in the MLB almost daily. Let's see, Clayton Kershaw over 4.5 strikeouts right now, plus 158. Clayton Kershaw over 4.5 strikeouts, plus 158 on FanDuel. That is pretty wild. That's sitting plus 127 average odds elsewhere. Nothing really on DraftKings right now. Still a few popping up for Hard Rock. Definitely always have plus EV bets over there on Hard Rock. DraftKings, here it is. Isaiah Hartstein, under 15.5 points, rebounds, and assists. It looks like Fade Hartstein all over DraftKings. Anthony Edwards, under 27.5 points on DraftKings, minus 120. Getting its average odds of, what was that? So this isn't really that big of a plus EV play. Minus 128-ish. Yeah, we're starting to get down towards the lower plus EV plays. But yeah, definitely check out OddsJam if you have access to major sports books. And if you guys want to get into arbitrage betting, where you find a specific bet and you're able to bet both sides of it, whether it's the over and the under, or both money lines, whatever it might be, you bet all outcomes of that specific bet to where you are going to guarantee yourself a risk-free profit. You find two books that are so out of sync that you lock in the bets on both of those specific books, and you walk out winning no matter what happens. We'll see if we can find a good example between some popular books here. Here we go. DraftKings right now. You'd play Matthew Boyd over 1.5 player walks at plus 155 for $131, or however much you could play it for, right? And then you would play Matthew Boyd under 1.5 player walks at minus 148 on ProfitX for $200. No matter what happens, you'd guarantee yourself $3 to $4 in risk-free profit. Now, let's say you were able to get down $500 on this, right? On the no vig side, and you could get down 330 on DraftKings, you'd profit more, all right? But you get the point. I was just kind of giving you guys an example of like how arbitrage betting works. If you could find multiple plus EV bets or multiple arbitrage bets like this, $10 in risk-free profit, you can see there's a lot, bigger profit potential per arbitrage play. Obviously, all changes throughout the day. OddsJam finds all of these arbitrage bets and updates constantly to find them across all of these different sports books to make sure you guys are able to get in as many opportunities as possible and don't miss them. if you guys want to get into arbitrage betting, there's tons of videos on the Daily Grind Fantasy YouTube channel, or you guys can go ahead and use code DUSTIN35, jump right on in, get into arbitrage betting where you're making risk-free profits. Literally can't lose whether Matthew Boyd goes over walks allowed or under walks allowed. We were walking away with profit. DUSTIN35 once again for Odds Jam. Let's see what we got. Anything new popping up on these apps? I really want us to get some type of sleeper play, but it's just seeming like they just don't have anything. It's not even popping up red plays. Andy Pajes over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs on ProfitX. We have some day ball today. Where's the Dodgers at? Dodgers. Bunch of 110 games. Over. There we go. Anything on Fliff? We did cash our Fliff parlay yesterday, which was clutch. Basically, the only thing, we didn't have that many slips, but basically the only thing that really cashed. Better sucked. We didn't have any dabble slips. The 2 UD slips sucked. I think we had 2 PrizePicks slips. They sucked. But, you know, we just got to keep plugging and chugging, and we'll bounce back. But at the moment, I think that's kind of it as far as value goes. Yeah. And what we've already played, unless we sat here and just waited and waited and waited. But I don't want to waste your time. I don't want to waste my time. I have a busy day ahead. Hopefully, we cash out on the slips we already got. Remember, if you guys haven't signed up for Daily Grind Fantasy, use code DUSTINSTREAM. Get your 25% off your first month. But that's going to be it for the morning live stream. Should be live again this afternoon. Make sure you guys are following on all these different platforms. Sports by Dustin everywhere. Turn on post notifications on Twitter. That's the #1 place to have post notifications on, because I always manually tweet out when I go live rather than relying on YouTube or Twitch to send you out notifications. Highly suggest you guys follow everywhere and follow Daily Grind Fantasy. All right. Love you guys.